Hello everyone, my name is Sami from ERP Hub. Welcome to another full product tutorial for Zoho. This time we're going to be covering Zoho Social, which is a platform designed to help businesses and marketers manage and optimize their social media presence across various channels in one centralized place. In this video, we'll cover how to initially set up the application when you first access this product, go over the post and messages module where the bulk of the work is done. This is where you can create and schedule posts and message back to your audience for collaboration. We'll also review how you can maintain and manage your social media from within the application across the other modules that are provided. Lastly, we'll guide you through the different pricing plans that Zoho offers for this product. Before we begin, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Now let's begin. When you first enter Zoho Social, you're going to need to configure some settings before you can get started on using this application. There are three main things that you need to do. The first thing is adding a brand onto Zoho Social, and we've already done that. When you first get into this application, it's going to ask you to set up your brand, and you set up your brand by connecting a social media account and tying it to that brand. We've already done that. We've connected a Twitter account to our brand, so we have that in our system already. The second thing is connecting social media accounts to your business. We've done that as well, and I'll show you how you can do that with more channels later in the video. And the last thing is how you can manage and add users onto the system and give them functions and capabilities that they need to use this, whether it be to post, to view reports, or whatever. So I've set up my Zoho account, and this is the first time I'm accessing Zoho Social, and this is the screen that I see. When you first enter in, again, you're going to need to connect a social media account to create your brand. And a brand refers to the specific identity or entity that represents a business or organization which you can connect multiple social media accounts to. It represents the company or product that is being promoted and managed within the platform. You may have different brands within one account and have different social media accounts for those different brands. If that is the case for you, you can add a new brand here. And again, we are using a free trial version for this demo. And if you would like to add more brands, you would need to upgrade to the agency plan that is more for higher scale social postings. And you can do that by just clicking on add brand if you need to upgrade your plan. Now, that's one benefit. You can manage all of those brands within one consolidated place if you have multiple brands. And again, you can do that by accessing this drop-down menu. The default plan for Zoho Social only allows you to add one brand, but you can upgrade your account if you would like to add more. Now, when you are first setting up a brand, we already have our social media connection. So that would be the first step, is to connect a social media account that is relevant to your brand. And once you've done that, it will take you to this screen here, which is the main console. Here you can see all of the social media accounts that you can integrate with. There's a ton of channels that you have options for. You have Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Google Business, YouTube, Pinterest, and TikTok. And you have the option to connect to any of these channels. And this is just a basic view of what you're going to see when you first enter into Zoho Social. Now we'll head into the settings and configure. We are now back on the home page for Zoho Social. At the top of our screen here, we have a bunch of tabs or modules that we can interact with. I'll be walking you through each of these and showing you what you can do from within. Starting off with the post and messages modules, this is where you'll spend the most of your time on this application. If you're a content creator, an account manager, or just a publisher, this is where you'll spend most of your time looking at what's going out, what's scheduled, what's been posted, and also collaborating with other team members to make sure that you're delivering the best possible content and its quality to what your brand wants to show. Now, to create a post, it's fairly simple. Just click on this blue button here. This box will show up, and up here we have all of the social media platforms that we have connected within Zoho Social. So right now, if I were to make a post, it would post it on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. If for some reason I wanted to remove any of these, I would simply click on the X button, and as of now, it would only post on Twitter. If I wanted to add them back in, I would simply click on the plus icon and go back in and add them. Looking at this number here next to Twitter, it's important to know that that number denotes the number of characters that you can use within that application. So you are limited to the number of characters that you are using within Twitter. So keep that in mind when you're creating your post for Twitter. Below we have the body section here, and this is where you're going to be controlling what you want to post. We have the body and the content that is going to go here and be sent out whenever you publish this content. If you would like to promote a blog on your website, you can simply add that blog in, and you would just highlight this, and on the full version there would be an option for you to shorten your link as one of the features in Zoho Social. If you would like to clean out your body for your content and make sure that everything looks nice, that option is available. Looking at the other features that are here, you can attach multiple photos, add locations, add a direct message link to your tweet. If you're using Pinterest, you can adjust your posting options here. And if you want to add a little more style and connect with other audiences, you can add hashtags and add emojis as well. Now, there's also another option here in the full version for UTM parameters for tracking purposes. Say if I wanted to know that someone accessed the website and came from this social media post, you can enter the parameters here and it will create an affiliate link. That way you'll be notified whenever someone is coming from this post. Now, looking at the publishing options to our right, there's an option to publish whatever you are composing now. There is schedule for a specific date. You can choose the date and time that you would want to post it, and if you have a recurring post, you can also toggle through and configure that as well. There's also an add to queue option, which would pretty much just set up a publishing queue for all of your content, and it would decide when would be the best time to post it. There's also a choose a smart queue slot. Knowing that you have all this content available in your I guess queue ready to go, this is available, so whenever you want to have all these videos added into your system, you can do that, and then it will automatically choose based on what's trending when to publish your content. Now, click on X and navigating to the post module. There are a bunch of tabs here and the different social media platforms that I have connected. We don't have any posts made here, so you won't see it here. But if I wanted to view any of my published posts, I can see that here. If I want to see any upcoming scheduled posts, I can see that. If there are any posts that need approvals, this tab is available for that. Say a person that is creating a post doesn't have the publishing capability, they will need to get it approved before it goes out and it publishes in public. There are also unpublished posts here. There's also drafts. If you created a post and never published it, it would show up here. There's also a calendar option here if you want a full view of all of your posts and see what your week is looking like. This is helpful. And at the bottom here, you can set up your RSS feeds and also add a social media library. On the messages module is where you can manage, view, and send personal messages from your various social media accounts. Here on the left top side, you can see the platforms that you can send messages for. We don't have Facebook or LinkedIn connected, but you can do it for those platforms as well. On the right side, you would be able to see personal details like who the message is coming from, where they're located, personal information, including number of tweets, followers, likes. You can communicate with them here and keep track of their personal information. In the middle section here, you would be able to view all of the messages that are available with your different platforms that you have connected. We don't have any messages in this trial system account, so you won't be able to see any messages here. There's also a discuss button available in this module. So if you find a lead that you could potentially convert, you can click on the discuss button, in which it will open a record in the collaborate tab under that specific post, and you can discuss on various strategies that you can implement to close your deal out and convert them to a customer. There's also other options that you can do. You can embed connections or block or mute any leads that you don't want associated with your brand. And that pretty much covers the messages module. We're going to move on to the monitor, connections, and collaborate modules that help businesses manage their social media presence and engage with their audience effectively. We're now on the monitors tab in Zoho Social, and this module allows you to have a means of having an understanding for the important metrics that are associated with each of your social media platforms. This module basically allows you to get a glimpse of the different social media elements that you want to track, and it's a dashboard for all of your platforms that you have connected. Now, the more social media platforms that you do have connected, the more useful this module can be. You can create multiple columns in this section here to display specific content based on what's important for your business. So you may need metrics like the amount of likes that you have or the amount of mentions that you have to understand how trending a certain topic may be. All of these can be important in deciding on how you want to post or maybe schedule your content. So this is pretty much a way to segment how you view your post through these different columns, and it can be a very organized way for you to analyze and monitor different social media elements and metrics that you find important. Moving on to the connections module, we'll briefly talk about it. It's very straightforward and easy to understand. This is where you can keep track of all the people that are engaging with your content. You can see who's recently engaged with your content, who's engaging with you the most, all of the connections that you have made. You can see who you're following and who's following you. And there's also a place where you can view all the people that you have muted or blocked. Fairly straightforward and easy to understand module, but it is important to understand that with the free trial, there are limited features here. We've navigated to the collaborate module, and this can be useful when you are working together with your teams. You can come over here and collaborate on different tasks or posts that you may need to get out. Say you need to discuss general business or social media strategy. You can come over here, click on all feeds, invite your team members, type their email address, their role, what channels they have access to, send the invite, and once they're approved, they can come over here and start collaborating. On the left panel, you can also see there are different filters that are available. And under each of these filters, you're provided a space where you can communicate with other members of your team. The discuss button that we mentioned before on the messages module, if you click that for any of the posts, it will show up under the collaborate section here where you can work together with your other team members. That bit pretty much covers everything about these three modules: monitor, connections, and collaborate. These modules can help you track and monitor your performance and make adjustments to your marketing efforts. We'll now cover the reports and lead forms modules next. Before we jump into our final two modules, reports and lead forms, we're on the home page and there's a dashboard that's available, brand health. And this brand health provides quick metrics that are for all the social media accounts that you have connected. For the past 30 days, you can see all of the metrics that are important for different channels. So here for Twitter, you can see the total number of followers, new followers, number of posts, reach, and engagement. And this overview is the first thing that you see when you first log into Zoho Social. It provides a surface level view of how you're performing and how you're tracking to do with your social media. Heading over to the reports module now, This is where you can track the performance of your post. On the top left navigation panel, you have the different social medias that are connected and that you can see reports for. There's different reports that are configured based on the platform that you have selected. So if I click on Twitter, there's 3 reports that are available. You have a summary that is provided. You can see the top level information about your channel, like the total number of followers and the amount of new followers. Again, each platform uses different metrics, so it varies a little bit. So for YouTube, you're tracking things like views, likes, subscribers, while Twitter tracks impressions, retweets, likes. There's some pre-created charts and visualizations that can help you change your social media strategy. And as you populate your social media platforms with different posts, these reports will automatically be configured. There's also filters that are here at the top of your screen here. You may need to filter out information according to time. You can do that here. You can see reports for daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly reports. And there's also a date filter that you can do if you want a custom view. Looking at the top here, you can also schedule a periodic report to be sent. And there's also an option to export your reports if you want to go send it out to any external user that may need this information. That covers the reports module. You have the ability to customize these and schedule these reports to be sent out, so all the stakeholders that need this information can use it. The last module that we're going to be covering is the leads form module. And these lead forms can be connected through Facebook and LinkedIn. Unfortunately, with Twitter, there's some personal information that is hard to get out when you're trying to get your lead information. So this is not really useful for Twitter. But if you have Facebook and LinkedIn, and if you run paid advertisement with your social media platforms and have lead forms running across as well, this module can be used to generate and track the leads that are coming from these platforms. You can store all of your forms and ads that you've made with those accounts, and you can map the fields, decide what information you want to collect, and identify whether those leads that are coming are organic or are they paid. From that, you can get a broad level view of your campaign ad details, which gives you basic details that you need to make decisions about budgeting and costs associated with your ad. If someone were to fill out that form that you have connected to your social media account, you would be able to see all of their information that they have filled out on that form. If you have someone that follows your Facebook account and liked your ad, you can add them as a lead directly in this module, and you can communicate them within here. And this depends on the privacy settings of your users. Again, if your lead is coming from Twitter, it's going to be difficult to gain access to that information. However, with Twitter or with Facebook and LinkedIn, it's easier to get that personal information. The last thing you can do with this module is pull reports on those leads that you see coming from those ads. You can view how many are coming from them, how many didn't, what actions did those leads take, how many converted into actual customers, and you can also see how much money generated from those ad campaigns to evaluate the return on investment. Whether you're running a campaign or making posts, you need to know if it was worth your time and money. You got to constantly evaluate your social media processes, and with these tools, it can help. Next, we're going to be going over the different pricing plans that Zoho Social offers. We've navigated to the pricing plans page for Zoho Social. Zoho offers 5 different plans with this product. You can have either standard, professional, and premium that are sort of grouped together and are offered for businesses. And then you have the agency and agency plus plans that are offered on a larger scale, usually for marketing companies and agencies that need to manage multiple social media accounts and brands on behalf. If you do have a Zoho One account, then you'll fall under the premium account and you can do most of the functions and features that are available. It's important to know that with the standard, professional, and premium account, opposed to the agency plans, you only have one brand that you can connect with these plans for the businesses. And you can navigate through each of these features and see which plans works best for you and what you're trying to do. If you do think you'll need an agency plan, you can evaluate whether these features match with your missions and goals. To provide a quick summary on each of these plans, standard is going to be the limited features and provide a surface area view of what it can do for you. You have the professional plan, which covers most of the features. Premium pretty much covers everything altogether, but the only difference is you can only connect one brand to it. And the agency plans, once again, are for larger scale marketing agencies that need to control and manage multiple social media accounts at a time. The only difference between agency and agency plus that from I see is the amount of brands that you can add onto the system and the difference between the premium features and the agency features. That covers the pricing plans that Zoho offers for this product. Throughout the video, we explored the key features and functionalities of Zoho Social. By leveraging Zoho Social's robust features and tools, businesses can optimize their social media presence, engage with their audience effectively, and make data-driven decisions to improve their social media strategies overall. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe to our channel for more content. We hope this tutorial demonstrated the capabilities of this valuable social media management platform. Whether you're a small business, a marketer, or an agency, Zoho Social offers the necessary features and functionalities to streamline your social media efforts to achieve your business goals. Thank you.